Hey everybody, welcome to day 7 of the second lockdown. I promised the other day that I would do a moon jar, and I couldn't be bothered the other day, but I've had to go at one today. It's a bit longer than normal because it takes longer, so bear with me during it. I've cut as much out as I can. There's none of the throwing cut out, just the flame burning and the drying out bit I use. I explain it as I'm going. So this is the full technique of start to finish of the moon jar. And also I have a confession to make. I know, you were wondering. Here's the video. About 2 centimetres at the moment. You get to about 1.5 once I've compressed it. Just compressing it, I'll speak up a little bit because you're further away. Compressing it makes it go a bit lower. This is a grogged clay. I've mixed some cranking with it. In the rim. It's nice to be back throwing moon jars. Got to be my favourite thing to make. Something extremely satisfying. These. Check we're still in the picture. Oh yeah, plenty of room to go. You collar it up like this, you get a lot of height involved. And then point up from the base. I've left a fair bit in the bottom of here for 2 reasons. One is that it's soft, needs a bit more support, and the other reason is that I've been leaving them too narrow in the past and they've been sagging a little bit when they've been drying, so there was that tendency to try and get every last bit up into the body. Start to belly it out a little bit now, and from the from the shoulder. If you form the shoulder, if you come straight up and then try and force it in, it's difficult, but if you form the shoulder first and get the diameter that you want roughly of the neck, it makes it easier, because then you just belly this out to that point there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to just dry this neck bit a little bit here, and that does two things. One, it allows it to stay in place when I'm stretching it out, but also it helps keep its height for some reason. Warm that up first. A little bit like overkill here, but it's a really good torch. I'm only drying the neck, firming up the neck. I'll need the body smooth, soft obviously to stretch it out, but I will be drying out the body a little bit as it gets wider, because it's pretty soft clay. Should do it. Oh, yeah. Well, this should stretch out. I've got two well, they're not halves, two parts of one of these bats I've been using earlier, and I've cut it slightly off centre, so I've got a narrow one to get through a narrow neck and a wider one, so I'll use this narrow one first. I'm just getting in the bottom and rounding the base inside. Just a case of just gently doing it. I also put pressure on the outside of my fingers here, because if you just stretch from the outside, you run the risk of it sort of crumbling on the outside. The particles stretch. So if you don't compress it on the outside, these particles can go too far, and then you get all crazy and cracks and horrible effects. So it's best to add the same amount of pressure if you can on the outside as you do on the inside. Some people can just do this with their hands. I've seen some Korean potters just belly it out from the inside with the hand. I've tried it, I can't get it to work. I'm going back down again now. Coming back up. Now I can feel from the softness that I need to torch this bit here now, because it's getting a bit of an overhang on it. So I'll just run this up to the top. take much clay off the inside, I'm just pushing it back to the torch. I was once doing a demonstration in front of a few people, and this guy in the front row said, "Is that the same as using a hot air gun?" And I said, "No. There's flames come out of this." But it is the same. It is the same as a hot air gun. It's just not spectacular when you're doing demonstrations. What I'm doing on the inside now is I'm actually holding it like this as I bring it up so that it gets a nice shoulder on it. It doesn't, obviously it's impossible to photograph the inside of this. Because this bit here is too slopey, it needs to come up a little bit and stretch out. I'm using this finger just to hold it steady. Just have a quick look. There's a bit more of a stretch here. A bit of a flat spot there as well. I'm looking here at the profile. And then just to finish it off, I've got this tool here which is an old bit of chopping board, and this will just do my top shoulder here. You can see it pushing out there. That's it. And just give it a last bit of an all over with the torch because I don't want any uneven drying. That's it, all done. Okay, that's it. I hope that explains a little bit how the techniques of doing this. It transfers onto bigger pieces. You can, with burning, we're using a burning torch, you can throw quite big pots. So I'm going to have a go tomorrow at a double size one of these at throwing it in one piece. If I don't show you the video tomorrow, it failed. If it was a success, I'll show you. I might even show you if it fails. I will see. See what I feel like tomorrow. So that's it. Okay, stay safe. Talk to people if you're down. Wear a mask and keep your distance. See you tomorrow.